When people talk about love, they often talk about parents. Sometimes they talk about friends. But there is a kind of love that rarely gets noticed. A love that stays silent. A love that sacrifices without asking for anything in return. This is the story of a brother who gave everything he had for his younger brother. Years ago, two brothers lived in a small town. The older brother's name was Daniel. The younger brother's name was Ryan. They were very close. They shared the same room, the same food, the same dreams. But life changed when their father passed away unexpectedly. Their mother worked day and night to keep food on the table. Daniel was only 18 years old. Ryan was just 10. One evening, Daniel saw his mother crying in the kitchen. Bills were piling up. Money was running out. That night, Daniel made a decision. He would leave school and start working. Not because he wanted to, because his family needed him. Before leaving for work on his first day, he looked at Ryan and said, "Don't worry, one of us will still make it." The years passed. Every morning Daniel woke up before sunrise. He worked long hours carrying heavy boxes in a warehouse. His hands became rough. His body became tired. But every payday, he handed most of his money to his mother, and whatever was left, he spent on Ryan's education, school books, tuition fees, exam registrations, everything. Sometimes Ryan would ask, "Brother, why don't you buy new clothes for yourself?" Daniel would smile and say, "I already have everything I need." But the truth was different. His shoes had holes. His phone barely worked. And many nights, he skipped meals to save money. Yet he never complained. Not once. As Ryan grew older, he started noticing the sacrifices. One day he became angry. "Why did you quit your dreams for me?" He shouted. "You wanted to go to college too." For the first time, Daniel became silent. Then he said something Ryan would never forget. "Dreams don't disappear. Sometimes they just change. My dream became seeing you succeed." Ryan couldn't hold back his tears. Years later, Ryan graduated from university. He was the first person in the family to earn a degree. On graduation day, everyone celebrated. But Ryan kept searching for one person, Daniel. He finally found him standing in the back of the crowd, wearing the same old jacket he had owned for years. Ryan walked onto the stage, accepted his diploma, then surprised everyone. Instead of giving a speech about himself, he spoke about his brother. He told the audience about the sacrifices, the long hours, the missed opportunities, the sleepless nights. By the end of the speech, many people were crying, including Daniel. A few months later, Ryan got his first professional job. His first paycheck arrived. Most people would spend it on themselves. Ryan had a different plan. He took Daniel to a university campus. Daniel was confused. "Why are we here?" Ryan handed him an envelope. Inside was an admission letter. Ryan had secretly paid for Daniel's education. For a moment, Daniel couldn't speak. His eyes filled with tears. Ryan smiled and said, "For years you carried my dreams. Now it's my turn to carry yours." Daniel eventually returned to school. Years later, both brothers achieved success. But neither of them considered money their greatest achievement. Their greatest achievement was each other. Because real brotherhood isn't about sharing blood. It's about sharing burdens. It's about standing beside someone when life gets difficult. And it's about never letting the people you love fight alone. So if you have a brother, or someone who has always been there for you, take a moment today and tell them thank you. Because silent sacrifices are often the ones that change lives forever. The end.